Now to this week's special report. And as the Olympics reach their halfway point, we're going to take you back to Rio. Economically and politically, these games couldn't have come at a worse time for Brazil. In comparison to previous Olympics, the budget for Rio is a shoestring, just $8 billion. London's games cost more than twice that. And Russia spent more than $25 billion in Sochi, the most expensive Olympics ever. 63% of Brazilians believe the Games will do more harm than good. We sent Paul Kennedy out onto the streets of Rio to see if Brazil is missing its own party.
This is downtown Rio at the halfway mark of the Olympic Games. The square is called Pedro de Sal, or Salt Rock. It's where the locals crowd in, as the 19th century slaves once did, to shuffle and sway. Here the samba is spontaneous and true.
It's in this little corner of the city that the people come together. The people of Rio really come together, and there's not an Olympic symbol in sight. Take a look around. This is a collection of people that you're not seeing in the grandstands to watch the sports. They're happy that this Olympic sporting fantasy event has come to town. But really it seems to be that the Olympic movement hasn't captured the heart of the city.
But only a few blocks away, the formerly dangerous port area, now the Olympic Boulevard, is thumping to different beats. This stretch of metropolis is winning over the tourists, despite the week one shortcomings of protests, smelly green pools and frustrating delays for spectators. Poor ticket sales have been a constant headache, prompting this plea from Usain Bolt a couple of days ago.
Ready to make history, so make sure you buy tickets and come out and watch. It's going to be great. Number one.
The prices of the tickets aren't made for people, only made for high-class people. And, it was actually one of the things we would have expected.
At the shiny new Baja Olympic District, sports fans are having a great time.
And the Brazilians are great. I mean, you don't even have to have a Brazilian team playing, and they will cheer madly for the Chinese, they'll cheer madly for the Australians. They're getting right into it. It's really, really good.
There have been muggings and other crime, but that's life in Rio. And there has been doping and childish administrative buck passing, but that's the lot of international sport. John Coates says it's been the most difficult games, but is it right to blame it on Rio? Organisers, government and business leaders who've been planning this event for years say the Games are going well enough.
Olympic success is, of course, always relative. A gold medal favourite might be disappointed to walk away with bronze, or an athlete with no expectations might be thrilled with silver. And the success of the entire Games also depends on your perspective. Internationally, Rio is being compared to London, Beijing or even Sydney. But here in Brazil, most people are viewing the Games in the context of unprecedented levels of upheaval in politics and the economy.
Beachside hotels and restaurants are thriving, but trade at the city markets has been inconsistent.
Sales have dropped. It could have been better. But with the problems we are facing, sales during the Olympics are slow.
The locals are worried about the post-Games hangover, but right now they're proud to be playing host.
I think it's great. It's a privilege for us being Brazilian. It's a new event. Things are improving in Brazil. Now trains are running on time.
So the halfway verdict seems to be the Rio Olympic effort will be a success if it's not a disaster. Maybe give it a C+ or a B for now, with room to move up or down the scale as the city of strife and samba steps its way through uncertain days and nights. Paul Kennedy, ABC News, Rio.